So we've already talked about candlestick shapes a little bit. I want to get into some more detail and look at the actual construction. For people who have never been trading before, this can be a little bit confusing. So let's start at the very basics. There are 5 elements to a candlestick. It's an opening price, a closing price, a high-low, and a color. The color tells you the direction of the price in a specific candle. If we have a green candlestick, it means that our opening price is lower than our closing price, in that we gained money during this period. If we open at $20 and we're green, it means we're going to close at above $20. If we are red, it means that we have a ending price that is lower than our opening price. Now going back to our green candlestick here, we can see that we have 2 things going on. We have a large rectangular shape and we have 2 small lines coming out of the top and bottom of our candlestick. With a green candle, we open at the bottom of the rectangular shape, which is also called the body, and we see the closing price is the top of our body. But we also see that we have extreme ranges on either side, and those are indicative of the highest price and the lowest price in a given period. So here's our green candlestick. We see the opening price. Our price drops down to this level before regaining strength, moving all the way up to the extreme range at the high price, and then ultimately closing at the top of our body. Candles are units of time. So we have mentioned that you have monthly, weekly, 5-minute, 2-minute, even 1-minute charts, all using candlesticks that look very, very similar to each other. That is because candlesticks can be representative of almost any unit of time. Now, the shape of these candlesticks represents the movement of price inside that candlestick. Now, if you recall in the last slide, we saw the opening close and the high and low range. Each of these candlesticks has all of that information contained with it. In the case of our first red candlestick, our high and our opening price are the same. Our close and our lowest price are the same, so there are no lower wicks. On the candlestick just to its right, we see a small green body with a long upper wick and a long lower wick indicative of volatility. So we can tell just by looking at these 2 candles who controlled the narrative of this trading action. In this case, it's the bears completely dominating all the action. Here we see volatility, and a long green wick, which shows us that the bulls were in complete control of this particular candlestick. It's also very important to understand the psychology that happens behind these candlesticks and how they can inform your trade decisions. Over here in this example, we see another small body with a long lower wick. And in this case, this is a reversal signal at the top of our uptrend, which tells us that the bulls are losing the ability to keep pushing the price higher. In fact, we see an attack by the bears flushing the price down, and even though the price did recover, we see indecision in the next day represented by tight body, an upper and lower wick, which results in a change of trend to the downside. So there's a lot of information packed into each of these individual candles. And beyond what we see at face value, each candle is also representative of the information and the price action that is contained inside it. So as we mentioned, if these are 60-minute candles, that means we have 4 15-minute candles or 6 10-minute candles, and you can just keep chopping it up into smaller and smaller pieces of time, all represented by candlesticks. So let's expand on that a little bit and look at time frames. So here we are looking at the same chart in different time frames. A 5-minute chart, we can see that we start off with a nice green candlestick, but we have profit taking. We need to be cautious about what's happening there. We open inside the range of our previous candlestick, but we start dumping, and we go all the way down before seeing a nice bounce. So 5, 10, 15-minute candlesticks. These 3 candlesticks are then combined to create our first 15-minute candlestick. So all of the trading range and action that you see in these 3 candlesticks is combined into this big candlestick, and this is representative of those 3. I know I'm repeating myself here, but I really need to drive home the fact that you can contain sub time frame information in a larger time frame's single candlestick. And just like we see these 3 candlesticks fitting into this guy, this 15-minute, half-hour, 45, 60-minute candlestick, all of these are combined into one 60-minute candle. So now that you understand how candles are constructed and how they're used and what a basic chart looks like, we can start looking at a few of the ways that we use both candles and collections of candles to tell us what's going on in the market. And a lot of that is done through trend analysis and pattern analysis. And we're going to get into the very, very basics of those 2 things now.